Rolling up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. And down to the wrist. And across the knuckles. And let's take the ball between the thumb and the index finger and press. And the middle finger. Ring finger. And pinky. Over to the other hand, index. Middle. Ring. And pinky. And let's just go around the back. And switch. 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 We're going to hinge at the waist and go through the legs. Switch. 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 And come on up, let's put the ball on the floor. Assess how the feet feel. And step on the ball right in the middle of the foot 3 times. Up to the knuckles, once on each going across. Slide across the knuckles. Bring the ball to the top of the heel, pivot on the toes, and slide across the top of the heel. Press down just below the first knuckle. At the side of the top of the heel. And in the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll down each of the bones. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, release. Reassess. Go to the other foot. And press down 3 times right in the middle. Get the knuckles. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Press in the 3 spots. Roll down the bones. And scribble. 3, 2, 1, release, reassess, and let's do some good mornings. Do 12. And if you haven't gotten that ball out of the way, get it out of the way. Let's shake the tree. And center. Nice breath. Twist at the waist, swing the arms. And center with some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step out and gather in starlight. And center. Same thing in the other direction. And center. Let's take 16 steps with each foot. And then elbow towards knee. 8 times each way. And then slap the back of your heel with the leg in front 8 times each one. Hey, Richard. And then behind. And then we are going to go across and twist. And then we're going to walk or march or jog for a bit before we pick it up a little bit. I'm going to do the Zach Bush 4 as we've been doing on Mondays, with or without weights, a lot of squats. So I wouldn't do rapid squats here. Without anything else, I think I'm going to sprint. And we got some rolling in the after class. I do the upper back and neck. Want to get going. Whatever you want to do, including exactly what you're doing, be safe. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Ten. 20. 30. Nice press to them. Interlace the fingers. Hands up overhead. Up if you can. And back down, bend back if you can. Back to center, bend to one side. And then the other. Back to center, lower the hands, press out at the chest. Come on down, interlace the fingers behind the back and raise the hands up. Up a little higher. Come on down and shrug. Roll the shoulders back. And forward. Extend the arms and rotate. Go the other way. One palm down, one palm up, flip flop. Bring one arm across the body. Press in at or above the elbow. And then the other. First arm behind the back, pressing down and in. Then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. Go on down and rotate the neck. Go the other way. No. Go ear to shoulder. And look up. Look down. Over one shoulder. Then the other. Tuck in the chin and peg like a piggy. And let us do a side leg. Go the other way. And come on up and let's grab a stick. We're going to do the GymStick routine, starting with some dynamic swimmers going one way behind the back. And then the other way. And then lift it up overhead and go side to side. Then bring the stick behind the back at the waist, twist at the waist. Then bring the stick down to the back of the knees, right above the knees. Hands are in front between the knees, or in the middle of the knees. And hinge at the waist and pull up. And then bring the stick out in front. Hold on with two hands at or near the top. Step back. Hinge at the waist. Stretch the arms and upper body. Come on up. Use one arm to bring the stick across the body. Hinge at the waist. Bring the other arm up underneath the armpit. Grab the shoulder and tug. And do the same thing the other way. And bring the stick to the side of the foot. Press out with the top hand, pull in with the bottom as you hinge slightly at the waist. Same thing on the other side. And then bring the stick in front of one foot. Move the toes in front of your body about 6 inches from the pole. Drop it to the collarbone, slide down, and lift the sole off the floor to increase the stretch, and wiggle it side to side to increase it even more. Come on down, do the same thing on the other side. And then press the sole of the first foot against the stick. And then the other. And then one leg comes forward, the other leg goes back. You're on the balls of the feet in the back. Come on down and stretch those hip flexors. Come on up, reverse position to the legs. Come on up, grab one leg by the shin, ankle, or toes. Stretch the quads. And then the other. And come on down, stick out in front, hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two. Up on your toes for a second, back on your heel for a second, about 15 times. It's 12 for me, 13, 14, and 15. And when you're ready, just put the stick down. If you're going to use a weight or a can or a bottle or whatever in your hands, grab it. Grab them. Otherwise, body weight is fine. 4 moves. First is a squat. Second is the raise. Third is around the clock, either outside or inside or both. You can alternate. And the last is the military press. We're going to do 10 on each. We're going to do 3 sets, and we'll get faster as we go along. Also, we're going to move the squat around so that we are not doing 3 arm exercises in a row every time. But we're going to start with the squat and do 10. 2, 3. 10. Take a breath. And some raises. Breathe. And around the clock. Breathe. And some presses. And come on back down. Take a couple of breaths. This time we're going to start with the hand raises and move the squat into the number 2 position. We'll also go a little bit faster. Ready? Breath. And 10 squats. Breath. Around the clock, I'm going to do them inside this time. Do whatever feels right for you. Breathe. And 10 presses. And come on down. Couple more breaths. Squat goes into number 3 position. And we go just a little bit faster. Here we go with some raises. Breathe. Around the clock. And breathe. Squats. Breathe. Last thing is the press. And 10. All right. Always enervating. Energizing. And good for you. All right.
Enervating was right.
Yeah, right. All 3. Going to do alternate nostril breathing. Stephen Coe's first energizing breath. So, we're going to take your left hand, thumb will be on the left nostril. You're going to exhale fully. And then inhale to the count of 6 through your right nostril. Close it, hold for 3, And then exhale through the right nostril while you're holding it. Exhale through the left nostril as you're holding the right with your left index finger. Then close the left nostril and hold for 3. So it's 3 on the holds, 6 on the inhales and the exhales. And we alternate. I'm not going to count with my fingers because it gets confusing. So do your own 3-6-3, whatever cadence works for you. And we'll do 3 rounds. So you exhale, close the left, and let's start. All right, I think we got it. Let's rub our hands together and cultivate some chi. Forming that chi ball. And letting it take us wherever we want to go. Although it has its own mind and may take us in a different direction. And center. 2 breaths. And let us open our hearts. Pause on that inhale and exhale to send it out. And center with 2 breaths. And then bring down heavenly chi. And go down and scoop it up. And stay.
Namaste, Tom. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. For those of you sticking around, whoops, we'll go there in just a second. We're going to do some rolling. If you've got 2 balls, 2 tennis balls, that'd be perfect. and a roller that you on the floor. Now those balls can be in a sock or loose. Either way, we're going to place them right on the bottom of the shoulder blades at the spine on either side of the spine, right around the bottom of the shoulder blades. Now, you might want to put the roller underneath the bottom of your skull for some support, or not, at least for the first two. And we're going to cross our arms over our chest, turn to the right, and we're going to lift that left arm into the air as we make 4 circles in one direction and then 4 in the other. And then we're going to go over to the left side, right elbows in the air, and we'll do 4 and 4. Come back to center, move the balls up to the middle of the shoulder, the blades, the scapula, and again, make sure they're on either side of the spine. Again, hands crossed at the chest, again, go to the right and do 4 and 4. And go to the left, 4 and 4. From the center, you're going to probably want to push the roller out from your head because you're going to bring the balls up to right at the top of the shoulder blades, right below the neck, on either side of the spine. And again, cross arms, go left, and do 4 and 4. Go right, I'm sorry. The elbow is in the air, you're on the right. And then go left, right elbow in the air, and do 4 and 4. And then pull the tennis balls out, keep your head on the ground, and go side to side with your head, seeing how far your head goes in both directions, noting any restrictions on one side or the other. And since my left side seems more flexible than my right side, notice if there's any pain. And then bring the roller up to the hairline. Do it again, left to right. Just noting how everything feels so you can compare it at the end. And then let's go all the way over onto the side, onto the right side. And we're going to do 8 nods up and down. Then we're going to open up the chest and hips. Our eyes are going to be looking at the crack between the ceiling and the wall in front of us, and we'll do 8 more nods. And then you want to go over to the left side and do the same thing. On your side, roller is on the skull, not on the neck. 8 nods. Opening up, eyes on the crack. 8. And then let's go on our back. Again, you want the roller at the hairline. And we're going to do 8 figure 8s, 4 starting off in one direction, and then 4 in the other. Then move the roller back maybe an inch on the skull and do 8 nods. And then go left to right with your ears hopefully touching the roller. See if you notice any difference. Slide the roller behind your head. Go left to right. See if there's any more mobility or less pain. And then while we're at it, why don't we just bring the roller to the middle of the rib cage. Cross your arms over the chest or put them behind your head, whatever's more comfortable for you. And roll from the middle of the rib cage to the bottom of the rib cage. Don't go past the bottom. Going slow, nice inch per second or so. And then go from the middle of the rib cage up to the top, the shoulders just below the neck. Find a particularly tight spot, just focus on that. Maybe just lean into it. Breathe into it. And 3, 2, 1. Free massage.